Potatoes gone.
desert king. Dark as the sun, light as the night. Thousand raindrops, red and low, from the velvet sky they fall.
That should be it.
Waka waka. Into the desert moon and puke. My heart is aflame.
What the hell? I've no idea how you got in here, but I swear that you're about to see me get real angry. What? All right, then. Here's what's going to happen next. You either give me that piece of paper right now, or I will order Kashan to do it for you. And I promise you, that will be a painful process. Your employer? Pah! You're bluffing. I could kill you right here and no one would ever notice that you've gone missing. You. All right then. If your life depends on it. So, what do you want? If this was about doing damage to me, you wouldn't have come back with a certificate. So here's the deal. I'll tell you what you want to know, and you'll give me back the paper and keep this matter about the child to yourself. And one thing in advance. Try to double-cross me, and you will regret it. I promise. As I expected. All right, then. So, yes, it is true that I once owned the stone, but it is also true that I no longer do. That thing whose birth that piece of paper in your hand proves owns it now, if it is still alive, that is. Don't call it that. That creature doesn't deserve to bear the family name. But yes, he has it, if anyone does. I fear I have to go back in time a little. 7 years ago, with my old wench, she got pregnant. At first I thought it was a gift of fate, but when the child came, it was an atrocity, a joke of nature. Everything but a worthy successor for our house. Malformed? Oh, that would be the understatement of the century. It had these tumors all over its face, and its left leg was a clump. The apothecarius said it was a wonder that it even survived the birth. I gave him away. And please, save yourself the indignation. You wouldn't understand my decision if I tried to explain it to you. Well, what do you think? She sure wasn't happy about it. But it was the right thing to do, and if a man makes a choice, the wench has to accept it. She's gone, anyway. Syphilis took her to a small village where no one from Ark would ever see him, or at least where no one could trace him back to me. My wench. She stole it from the treasury and put it into one of his pockets. She probably thought it was a common jewel of some sort, and that it would help whomever he ended up with to take pity on him. But truth be told, I didn't mind too much when I found out. Buying the black stone in the first place was one of the biggest follies my father ever committed. I don't put much stock in superstition and folk tales, but everyone knows something is wrong with those things. Anyway, since you will probably ask, as far as I know, the village where they took it is called Silver Grove. If the stone still exists, you should find it there. Now, give me the parchment and get lost. I kept my end of the bargain. Thanks. Now get out.
Yes? Ho there, friend. What are you doing out here at this time of day? In a few hours, the Bone Rippers will come out of their caves, and unless you're eager to meet one in person, you should see to it that you're far from here when that happens. Heard of it? I guess you could say that. Behind these gates is the Valley of Silver Grove, and... you know what? Actually, I was just about to close the gate for the night, but if you're looking for our village anyway, why don't you just come in? I won't open them again until tomorrow noon, but that should be enough time for you to finish whatever business you have here. My Dame Thalar's banana grog is a blast, if that helps you decide. Is it? I think trust has to start somewhere, doesn't it? And I've got a good gut feeling about you. That has to be enough for starters. Glad to hear it. Follow me.
Finally. Ah!
Walk Blessed! Hmm. You're not from around here, are you? I don't think I've seen you here before. You're welcome. What would this world be like without people helping one another? Merchant? I take it you've already seen this. Tahara probably can't offer you more than provisions, but I'm sure. Then there's Robak and his little ship on the outskirts of the village. And finally Oliel in the marketplace. Not much, I know, but we don't get visitors. You're welcome. Take care. You'll see. This is a beautiful spot on Earth we have here. It really is.
Walk blessed.
One day, I'm gonna be an adventurer.
Yes, certainly.
I'm gonna
I'm sure
explore
you'll
the
find
entire
something.
world.
May his light guide you.
Greetings.
Greetings!
Walk blessed, and welcome to Silent Moon's Inn. Yes, you're right. I haven't been on the outside for ages, and honestly, I don't plan to change that anytime. There's a nice little legend about how it came to be. Alright then. I'm sure you already saw the ancient ruin near the waterfall, didn't you? It is said that once a wealthy couple of sublime path lived there. They were tired of the mainland's never-ending troubles and thus moved here, which is an odd choice, especially considering that before the oasis grew, this place was little more than dust and sand. But nevertheless, they did, and they hired the best craftsmen in Duneville to build them a home here. Fruit, bread, and water had to be brought here weekly. Lavish, but it worked. After a couple of years living there, the woman gave birth to a child, Ceneri, a healthy boy, young and strong. Only 6 months after his birth, he already knew how to speak and walk. It all seemed as if the family would lead a happy life there for years to come. But then, something strange happened. The Myrads stopped coming. Days passed, weeks, and finally moons. No matter how long they waited, they just wouldn't come. And slowly but surely their provisions would run out. The route to Duneville was far too perilous to be traveled alone, so they were trapped. "We will die here," the father said as they sat together one day, he and his wife emaciated and weak, since they saved all the food that was left for their son. Ceneri was desperate. He screamed, cried, and asked the gods for help, but he was powerless. One gray, desolate morning, it was over, and both his mother and father were dead. Weakened and starving himself, the son then stood in front of his beloved parents' bodies, fell to his knees, and whispered, "Why is this happening to me? What have I done to deserve such cruelty?" And he started crying. And then a miracle happened. As the first tears reached the dusty ground, a flower started sprouting, and only a second later it was fully grown. Then grass, and then, just like a flood, a wave of life crashed through the dusty valley, and everywhere wonderful plants and trees came into being. And finally, before the boy had even realized what had happened, a stream of water crashed through the rock. And as Ceneri lay there, his body fragile and his eyes wet, he realized what he had done without understanding how. He smiled, closed his eyes, and died. Well, that's it. According to the legend, the grove has been the way it is now ever since then. So, how did you like the story? Oh, you're welcome. It was one of my favorite stories when I was younger, despite the ending. Yes, I won't argue with that. And do you want to know something bizarre? I don't have the slightest idea why my companion and I chose the name back in those days. The memory seems a little blurry, unreal. Huh, but I guess that was due more to the brandy than anything else. Sure do. And you know what?
Greetings.
Take this on the house as a welcoming present. It's a handmade date cake, the best in the entire desert. We don't get visitors too often.
Walk west.
Walk blessed, walk blessed. Welcome to Silent Moon's Inn. You're not from around here, are you? How can I help you?
No more today. Please, sit down.
What? Who are you? Can I help you? I beg your pardon? Okay, that's interesting. But well, what is life but a sequence of weird coincidences? How can I help you? I don't think I've seen you around here before. Foster father. But yes, I am. Why do you ask? Do you know Rheneas? Is it? Well then, be my guest. His room is just through that door over there. I think he's reading at the moment, but he always likes company. Yes, maybe we are. But you know, trust has to start somewhere, and in my experience, it is always rewarded. We have never had any problems with new people in Silver Grove. Never. And I have a hunch that's not about to change now. You sure ask a lot of questions, my dame. But okay, why not? You know, I'm a widower. My companion and I always wanted to have a... Frankly, we barely had enough to eat ourselves. And there Well, when my companion died, I was occupied with my thoughts, as you can imagine. Flesh maggots. There was nothing I or the apothecary could do for him. And Rheneas appeared out of nowhere, discarded like a blunt knife. I saw him and I don't know, how could I just leave him? It was demanding at first, to say the least, especially with his condition. But even then, I never regretted it, not for a second. Maybe it's a way of honoring the memory of my companion. I don't know. In any case, I'm glad it all happened like it did. Here in Silver Grove, we are all one big happy family. And every day I can feel how happy Rheneas is, knowing that well, you sure know a lot about my boy, considering that you've never seen him before. But yes, it's true. He's as healthy as a horse, and has been for quite some time now. For some reason, those tumors he had started healing shortly after he arrived here. And no, I don't know why. And frankly, I'm not sure I want to. Some questions are better left unasked, as the saying goes. But you know what? Even if that miracle hadn't happened, it wouldn't have made a difference. Not here in Silver Grove. We would never have abandoned him like the ones who brought him here did. Rheneas has a good heart, and that's all that matters.
Whoa there, you gave me a start. Who are you? I don't think I've seen you before. Ark? That's way out there, isn't it? Then you must be very happy to. Hey Thoris, what are you doing? Oh, blazes. You look as if you can run fast. Can you catch Thoris for me and get my... Could you? Man, that's really nice of you. Then run, quickly, before he's gone. So, did you catch him? You found it? Show me. Yes, that's him. Wow, that was just awesome. Thank you. Retha and Gages will be so jealous when I tell them that I have a friend like you. You are my friend, aren't you? Questions? Sure. You helped me, and now I'll help you. That's what friends do, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. Daddy taught me how to read books are like pictures you can enter whenever you want. When I don't know. I think I'm... Yeah, I do. They're so beautiful. I catch them, put them into a jar for a day or two. Where I'm from? What do you mean? My real father? I don't know what you mean. I was born here. A stone? But what would you want with a stone? Okay. Yes. I think I know which stone you're talking about. And yes, we make a bargain. That's what you grown-ups call it, isn't it? It's simple. You grant me 3 wishes and I show you where the stone is. Well, I can ask for 3 things that you have to. What do you say? Do we have a deal? Awesome. I knew you would just come down to the beach.
Good. One more time. The left switch makes it go faster. The right one starts it. You got it?
Yeah. Thanks, Daddy. You're the best father in the whole world.
And you are the best son. But look who came. I will leave you two to it, okay? And remember, don't steer it toward the village. You don't want anyone getting hurt. Have a good time, you two.
Hey, that was quick. So, are you ready? Okay. Actually, it's really simple. Are you? Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm sure you're... So, now look. Ta-da! Isn't it awesome? That's a starling. And he said it's really, really old. Great, isn't it? Yes, it is, but Daddy is like a wizard when it comes to fixing things. Well, what do you think? We'll try it out. I always wanted to, so that's my first wish. I want you to try out the sphere. Easy. You take the bow over there, and I let the sphere fly free. Then, and don't start firing before it is open. Otherwise your arrows... At first, I'll make it fly slowly, but in the second and third rounds, I'll make it go... I don't know. I thought it would be fun. And that's what's important. Awesome. Don't worry if you do poorly the first time. We can play as all... Ta-da! Isn't it awesome? That's a starling sphere. Daddy. Alrighty, let's go. One, 2, 3. Woohoo! Strike! Yes! That was awesome! Yes! That was awesome! Woohoo! Strike! Awesome! This is so much fun. I'll make it go faster now. Get ready. 1, 2, and 3. Woohoo! Strike! Woohoo! Strike! Wow, that was crazy. Come, let's see how fast it can go. On my mark. 1, 2, and go! Woohoo! Strike! Wow, that was great! The bad guys must be really afraid of you. So, what do you say? Another round? Maybe you can do even better. Yeah, sure. That must be tiring, huh? But you did great, really. Thank you for playing with me. I'll go back to the village and tell Daddy that we're done. Just come back to the house when you're ready to hear my second wish.
So, that old thing really did work. I almost...
Hey, that was really fun, wasn't it? You know, you could stay here if you'd like. I'm sure Daddy and the others would. Awesome, I'm sure you'd be. Anyway, I now know what my already. As you know, I really love to collect butterflies. And that's my second wish. I want you to. They look so incredibly awesome. Normally, it's very hard to catch them because you have to search with your eyes and your ears at the same time. If you listen closely, you can hear this weird. Just be careful when you catch them. Here, I'll give you 15 jars, but if you find 7 of them, that should be enough. Yeah, the Moonglow Meadow. That's next to the old watermill. I'll wait for you in the village, just in front of the tavern. Just meet me there when you're done. Have fun. There you are. So have you already caught enough? Or do you want to keep looking some more? Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I could never have found that many without you. I am sure that was fun. Wasn't it? Awesome! I knew you'd like it, and I've got something else prepared for you. Just let me take the jars back home first. See you soon. Hey, good to see you. Are you ready for my last wish? I'll tell you in a moment. Let's go to the old ruin near the waterfall. I've prepared a little surprise for you there. Come, lead the way.
Wow, that's nice armor you're wearing there. Here we are. It's awesome in here, isn't it? Take a look around if you want. So, ta-da! That's the surprise I promised you. Do you see it? That's us, on the beach here in Silver Grove, right where we tested the sphere. Do you like it? It's really nice, isn't it? Why? Of course me. Who else? It turned out really well, didn't it? Do you think so? I thought you'd like it, but I wasn't sure. Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Can I tell you my last wish now? After that, I will give you the stone, just like we agreed. I promise. I want you to stay here. I want you to stay and be part of the family. I'm sure Daddy would let you move in if I asked him. Then we could play together every day. And every night we'd have supper with Daddy like we were siblings. It would be so great, wouldn't it? But why not? Why? I just don't understand. It's so much. What is there in that stupid city that you need to get back to? The war? Or is it me? It's me, isn't it? I've been a bad little brother to you and all my games. I just don't want you to leave. Without you, I'll be alone again. And I don't want to be alone anymore. Yes, I will be. There's something I need to tell you, but I'm afraid that you will hate me when I do. Just like all the others. Yes, of course. I never wanted them to be trapped here. You have to believe me. But it was back then. They were always mean to me. Even though I never did anything wrong. Every time. Don't you see? Everybody hated me. They all did. And it was all... No, I never was. All this... Yes. One day she just fell down and died as she walked past our house. That I killed the woman with wild but that's a lie. I never wanted to hurt anyone. Ever. They only said that because they... No, nothing is... They came 2 days after that happened. It was already dark, and Daddy and I were asleep when all of us... I screamed and I cried, and then Daddy came and started screaming. One of the women pulled a knife from her coat. Yes, I don't think she wanted to, but she just stabbed him in his belly again and again. And suddenly, there was blood everywhere, on the floor, on my drawings, on the bed sheets, even on Thoris's basket. Then they looked at each other in a weird way and just ran. Do you understand? They just ran and left me and Daddy there. I was so afraid, sister. I was so afraid. And then the stone started speaking to me. Yes. Do you see the necklace? The stone is... I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. But I was afraid that when you found out where it was, It said that it could make everything better. That I could make it so Daddy did. I would finally be able to walk like the others. And everyone would love me as if I... What do you think? I said, yes. Then everything went black and I felt a tickle in my tummy, like when Daddy used to live. It was day, and my room was so beautiful and light, and there was toys everywhere, and when I did, I saw that I looked different, like the other children. Yes, and no. It's the no. Yes, I think that the stone can make every person here in Silver Grove see the world that I want. At first, I was so happy, you know? Everything was so beautiful. There were date pies every night, and everyone loved me. Even the other children played with me because I didn't have the bumps anymore. I was so happy. Because I found out that they were only nice to me because I want them to be. And they all just do what I want them to do, all the time. When I play tag with Cages, for example, it's not really him that I'm running from. He's just like a doll, a puppet, But you are different. I felt it the moment Gumek let you through the gate. You see I don't know, but whenever I look at you, it's like a part of you isn't really there. No, I can't. The stone, they told me once, it's only me, only my wish. And even if that didn't happen, I never want to go back out there. Daddy, that is why you have to stay. Don't you see? Please, I beg you. This is my third wish, and you promised me that you'd fulfill all of them. No, there isn't. We'd all die if I made this world go away. You, me, everyone. Why don't you believe me? There isn't. And even if there was, I wouldn't do it. You know why? You'd see my face, the bumps, my leg, and you'd spit on me and just run away. I just can't. You say that now, but how can I know it's the truth? How can I know you won't run away when you see how I promise? But maybe you're right. But what if the stone is right and we really do die if I make this world go away? Yes, maybe you're right. Okay, then give me... Wait. What is this? I feel so weird. Oh no, the stone. It's in my head. Help me, sister. Help me. It hurts so much. You were right, sister. We made it. No, I don't think so. The bumps, they hurt so bad, you know? Yes, thank you. Daddy? Daddy, is that you? Yes, I saw one of them this morning. You were right. You know, sometimes
All you need to do for a wish to come true is to hold on to it long enough. Can you start us a fire now, Daddy? I'm cold. So cold.
Madame?
A penny, madame. Please, just one penny.
What are you looking at?
Hello.
Oh shit. I have to remember.
Yep. He has to.
What is it, son? Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap. Yeah. Yes, yes. Just move along. Yeah. What? Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap. Well then.
Yes.
Hmm?
What do you want? To conquer me?
Bloody rats. Eating the last penny right out.
$50,000 pennies? That's immense.
You're telling me. Think what you will about Daloran, but he's a man of his word.
Please,
truly.
Help.
Yeah, but where did he get that much money from? I thought that ever since the war began, the Sickle was close to bankruptcy.
It was, yes. But apparently, that has something to do with those Killians. The Blue Islands Coalition. Anyway, let's just be happy. What matters now is that we don't have to close down.
Yeah.
What? Who are you? Oh, really? And what could someone working for the Order bring down to a place like this and risk spoiling his fine garments? Take a look around and you'll see the problem. What do you want? Just spit it out. Black stone. No idea what you're talking about. Now, is there something else? If not, leave. Time is sparse these days.
Thank the sun. There you are. I've been looking for you. I followed you. It's about your mission. I know that the Grandmaster ordered you to find the Black Stones, and I believe I know where to find the one you're looking for down here. Far away from here, and I can show you where. The only thing I ask of you is that no one must know about my part in this. Promise me that, and I'll tell you what I know.
There must be a solution to this.
Thanks. Believe me, I don't like this any more than you do.
Please, help.
All this poverty. It's incredible how little we think of it up there. I guess it's easy to forget about the other side of the coin once you haven't seen it for a while. Alright, this is better. Have you ever heard the name Dalgalar? Healer of the poor. Yes, that's what some people called him. It doesn't do him justice, though. Dalgalar helped everyone regardless of his wealth. The only difference was that he had the rich people pay for their treatment. Do you also remember why he left Ark? Yes. For him, the end justified the means. For example, it is said that he once healed a crippled soldier by replacing his lost leg. The League considered such practices pathless, but Dalgalar refused to give in, and that is how they came to blows. Finally, Dalgalar left Ark and moved into a remote old castle in the Frostcliff Mountains. True, but people fear what they don't know. It has always been like that. I guess you know the rest of the story. He became more and more reclusive until one day, he locked the gates and was never heard from again. The apothecaries say that it was his eccentricity which was to blame, but I think there's more to it than that. I know it did. I recently read the notes of one of the few apprentices he permitted to come with him. And this is where it gets interesting. Dalgalar researched something he only referred to as the Angel. No one but him was allowed to take part in its creation, and he hired dozens of mercenaries to get him the resources he needed for his experiments. Books, relics, rare herbs, things like that. And one of those relics was a small dark stone, shining like the skin of an eel. Yes. What do you think, Saira? That does sound like a lead, doesn't it? I was waiting for that question. Alright then, I might as well come clean. I am interested in all this because there is a rumor as to what the Angel was supposed to be. A talisman, one that allows its bearer to heal any disease in the world, even flesh maggots, the yellow fever, or the Black Death. All of them. And I want to find this Angel, Saira. Isn't it obvious? Because I want to be healed. Yes, if there's even just a sliver of a chance that this device, whatever it is, can help me, I have to take it. And that is also why the Order must not know about any of this. They would confiscate the artifact before I could use it for myself. And what am I supposed to tell them if they ask me why I need it? I can't allow anyone to learn the truth about me, not until I've dealt with it. Now enough about my motivations, Saira. Let us plan how we are going to proceed. Yes, I found us a map that should point the way from the Frostcliff Tavern. Go prepare yourself. I will meet you there. And thank you for helping me. I appreciate it.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Malphas's blessings.
What blessed, madame? Excuse my friend, madam keeper. Wouldn't recognize a tear if
An outlander. Isn't this nice?
We don't know anything about that castle. And if I were you, I would stay away from it anyway. This man, this Dalgalar, he was crazy.
What makes you say that?
Well, before he, shut himself in, he sent his servants down here a couple of times each moon. And every time they hired dozens of hunters to bring them dead game, rabbits, deer, and the like.
So, he probably needed them for his experiments.
Hi, my dad. Why so many? I mean, 40 cadavers a week? Must be something wrong with that. Maybe he's an atropist, a bone mage, or something like that. And maybe he wanted to use those corpses to raise an army of undead to take revenge on the League.
Rabbits, Foljek. Rabbits.
The dose makes the poison. Isn't that how you say it, madame?
Yes, that's the saying. I need to go now. Thank you for your help.
What?
I take it you listened. I don't think we'll get more than superstitious chatter out of these people. What do you say? Should we head out? As you like. Just tell me once you're ready to leave.
What?
The Count? What do you want me to say? He's a monster. Just the villagers all cheered as if he were Waterblade incarnate. But I just knew there was something wrong with... Nothing. At least, not for a so-called healer. But I saw the shape beneath them, like a stiff body, a wax figure. And that man, Dalgalar, he kept staring at it as if he were hypnotized or something.
Dalgalar.
Anyway, my advice,
I was still a toddler
stay
when he
away
moved
from
here,
that castle.
so no. But I... well, I'm up in the village from time to time to look for things. There was something in the courtyard, a creature made of bright blue light, and it moved. And yes, maybe it was just my imagination, but still. There's something wrong with that castle. That's all I can say.
Some people just don't know their path.
What do you want? A game. Come on. Take a seat.
Tealor Arenthial has returned after all these years. Malphas truly smiles upon us.
Please, sit down.
An outlander. Another exhausted soul. What do you need? Safe travels.
Yes, can I help you?
Well, that's just how he is. Always.
None of your damn business.
Piss
That's
off.
just how it is. Everything was better in the old days.
So, learned anything useful? Interesting. And you're right, the guy over there really does look strange. Anyway, let's go. If it's really necessary, what do you want to know?
A good pipe of peace weed. Jesus, why is that stuff so expensive?
Yes, but at what price? It isn't just what happens on the outside when it tries to take me over. So imagine you are walking through a forest, all on your own. Then you hear he's been mauled by a bear and is now... I, that is the part of me that is myself, would want to help this man, to get him to safety. Yes, and that sight, it would arouse it. I can't find a better word for it. If I were to give in, it would... Forgive me, Saira. Yeah, it's just odd to talk about it like this. Well then, the castle is about 2 miles north of here. We shouldn't have any problems if we stay on the road. I suggest you go on ahead. I'll cover your back.
For freedom!
Enemies, get ready. That tower over there looks suspicious if you ask me. Let's be careful.
Someone's out there.
Focus.
I'll gut you for this!
For freedom!
That was all of them.
Someone's out there.
Careful. Never reaches Pat. Wait. Oh no. This is Brother Gallius. I don't know. Let's search their bodies. Anything? Oh, of course, I heard about that. The Order wanted the ore for the beacon. Poor people. This bastard must have taken them by surprise. Let's take a look into that mine, Saira. Our expedition into the castle will just have to wait. Where are you going, Saira? That is not the right way. Just don't take too long, alright? I'll wait here.
Oof.
And it's over. Gallius helped me with my preparations for the trial. He didn't deserve to end like that, nor did the others. In any case, we need to tell the Grand Master about this once we have searched Dalgalar's castle. Locked, as expected. Yes, but how? Black powder might do the trick, if we had any. Let me think. Northwind was a prospector's village after all, and I think I saw some kind of trapdoor down there near the mine's entrance. With luck, that could be a storage area. I suggest you take a look at it. Locked, as expected. Well then, take cover. There you go. What the? Breathe. Just breathe. I'm sorry, this was unexpected. But I guess that answers the question of what happened to Dalgalar's servants. Poor sods. Yes, I wasn't prepared, that's all. But I've got it under control, don't worry, I promise. An idealistic count, a remote castle, and a powerful artifact befouled by the High Ones. That's not too far-fetched, wouldn't you agree? We won't be able to get in through the main gate, but there has to be a side entrance. Come on, let's take a look around. Huh. That one looks good if you ask me, but it's locked, isn't it? Who would have guessed that? We should start with the corpses, I think. There has
to be someone. What about Brother Yarber?
Declined. Just like the others. If you would maybe just explain to them what we need those
I would
bodies
not
for,
justify
they might...
myself to those fools. If they only had a trifle of decency, they will see the debt they are in. But, as they wish, there are other ways. Tell the other servants that I do not want to be disturbed for the rest of the evening, and bring me new salve.
The salve. Of course, Master. Walk blessed.
to be someone with a key. Are you alright, Satyra? Wait, you mean in a vision? But how? I thought everything you see comes from the Pyrean Age. That would explain why he hired so many hunters from the village. But what did he need all those cadavers for? The angel? Whatever. Let's go search those bodies for a key. Wait, do you hear that? Kirash. Spare yourself. Do you have it? Then let's go in. Good. Let's see if we can get through the main hall somehow. Then we'll see. Get ready. Careful. Wow, what a sight. Do you see anything? With your gift, I mean. No, but I suppose Dalgalar's personal quarters would be a good place to start. Locked, of course. What else would you expect when breaking into someone's house? Let's see. I understand. This is some kind of magic seal, similar to the one the Magisters once showed us in the Scuola. You need to speak the correct words in order to pass. 2 of them, it seems. Well, that's the question. But knowing Dalgalar, so if we can somehow find out more about him and what he did here, we might have a chance. If not, we'll need to look for another way in. Well, that's the question. But knowing Dalgalar, I'm sure he chose 2 words that meant something to him. So if we can somehow find out more about him and what he did here, we might have a chance. If not, we'll need to look for another way in. This must have been some kind of laboratory. Focus, Kali. Focus. That was all of them. Let's look around. That was all of them. Let's look around. Wait. Scientia Sinistra by Ibn Natarin. That was a Kyranian arcanist of the Zibnotza. Getting caught with one of these books is essentially a crime here in Enderal. Seems that Dal Galar needed more than just alchemy and light magic for his angel. Look. Come on, maybe we can find a key around here somewhere. What the? That's not a laboratory, that's a crypt. We need to go farther up, Saira. We won't find anything here. We need to go farther up, Sair. Just what the heck was that? Yes, probably, but what is it? That's not an elemental, at least not a common one. Let's just be careful. I don't like this. We need to go farther up, Zaira. We won't find anything here.